Welcome to Geezerville.
Hi, I'm Jason Ferdine. I'm an assistant scoutmaster with Troop 75. Yeah, I was a scout for 1 year. I was a tiger cub. Every family took a turn every month doing something. One kid, his old man, took us to a high school basketball game. My parents hosted a sled riding party at our backyard. And then I cried at the Blue and Gold banquet and I quit. During rehearsal, I believed that I was the only one solemn enough and patriotic enough to put my hand on my heart when my den led the Pledge of Allegiance. And I thought everyone else was disrespectful, so I quit. I'm not proud of it. I host a morning radio show. Well, good morning and welcome to the front porch. My name is Jason Potter. You can call me Potsy. That's what they call me around these parts. This is the Front Porch, the morning show at WKKY in Geneva. No, I don't particularly like country music, but just like in Scouts, a lot of times in life you come across something you don't want to do, but that's the job, so you do it. When I went to college, I had some roommates, and it was just like Animal House.
Your Delta Tau kind of name is Pinto. Why Pinto? Why not?
They said, from now on, we're calling you Potsy. And I said, okay. Out of college, I got a job as the morning guy at a radio station my dad owns. And I didn't just want to be known as the boss's kid. So I figured if I went by Potsy, that would be a little separation. Then when I had kids, I was afraid if people knew my last name, that would make the boys maybe targets, especially when we moved to Cleveland. Eventually, I matured Potsy to Jason Potter, and now that's my professional name, because I'm a pro. Friendly is the big one. When you're in radio, everybody thinks that you're their friend. I have a guy every single morning who calls up, "Hey, Potsy, this is your old buddy."
"Hey, Potsy, old buddy. The girl said tell you hi. Just all I need. Have a good one."
I don't want to talk to him. It just takes a couple of minutes out of my day, and it makes him feel a little better because he thinks that this guy he listens to on the radio is his friend. So cheerful also. It's my job is to wake people up in the morning, to be up and happy and cheerful and hey, everything is great. It's a wonderful day. So that's it. Friendly and cheerful. Two things that do not describe me in real life. My favorite camp out every year is the Invitational. We've done so many great things, but really that's the one I look forward to every year. Don't tell my wife, it's the best Thanksgiving dinner I have every year. Shh, it's between us. When my boys were younger, they would want to quit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like it. I don't want to. I would say, all right, you make it to first class. And then if you want to quit, then quit. I mean, you can hit first class in a year. You can do it in a few weeks if you're really motivated. But by the time you reach first class, you'll have learned and experienced enough to make an educated decision on whether scouting is right for you. Both of my boys followed Troop 75 tradition and took several years to hit first class. By the time they did, they had made friends, they had had fun, and realized what a great program scouting really is. So that's my advice. make it to first class. The rest is your call.
This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down.
Hey, it's Franklin.
Oh, stewardess.
Kickers, the cops. Hide me, quick, hide me. Here, hide here, quick. Open up, this is the police. All right, Rabbit, where's Rocky? Where's he hiding? He's not in this stove. Oh-ho, he's hiding in the stove, eh?
Would I turn on the gas if he was in there?
You might, Rabbit, you might.
Well, would I throw a lighted match in there if my friend was in there?
Alright, I'm tying on some fresh mantles on this lantern, and these are Peerless 2CHG mantles. They're made for these double mantle lanterns, and Peerless mantles I find are far superior to Coleman number 21As. I like to tie a surgeon's knot in here, so you tie an overhand knot, and then you put an extra loop on it, like so. And this keeps it from getting loosened while you tie the second part of the the square knot there. I slip it over the burner. I make sure that I have it in this, on the groove on the burner cap. So I tighten this up, but don't go crazy pulling it because these can snap. And then I finish off my square knot with just a single, overhand knot. And I snug it up. Like I say, I don't pull on it real hard. And then using your pocket knife or a scissors, you want to trim off these ends. When you light the mantles, those ends can curl, and they will curl into the fresh mantle and break it. You don't want to ruin brand new mantles right when you're burning them in. So I just light these, and you want to make sure you completely burn them before you light the mantle. The mantles will completely burn to a white ash, and that white ash is what will glow, once there's vaporized fuel passes through it.
And you can see how they're really white, okay? Yeah. And then the colored section on the top, these were green when you first started.
Yeah.
Those have now been.
Yeah, I mean, and whatever's not completely burned will be once you light it. All right, so these are burned in now. We'll give this about 5 or 6 pumps, and we'll try to light it. So we're gonna heat up the generator for about 15 seconds or so with this lighter. And if you're using these lighters, put the flame on the highest setting, and make sure these lighters are warm before you use them, because if it's been sitting in the trailer and it's just a few degrees above freezing, chances are you're not going to get much of a flame out of it. So you want to make sure you get as much flame as you can. So I'm going to light this, and there it is, all lit up. I'm going to pump this up some more and see if we can get those to glow a little better. And these tend to get brighter as they're running, because it takes a little while for them to settle in. So we'll put on a new globe, and then the vent sits right on top of it. And you screw this down and then back it off about a half a turn. You don't want it crunched down real tight, because the metal expands and things like that when it's hot, and it'll really get tightened up, and then it cracks all the enamel. Just tight enough so it's not falling off.
All right, guys, so this month what I want to talk to you about is communication. It's probably the #1 skill set that you will need outside of scouting and really inside of scouting. So what do I mean when I say communicate? Talk, email, text. If you're going to attend a campout, communicate. If you're not going to be at a meeting, you need to communicate. When you want to know what's going on at a campout, communicate. You should be communicating with your patrol to find out what do they want to do at a meeting, and send that with your patrol leader to the PLC so that he can communicate with the rest of the troop on what types of meetings we're going to have. It's really important that you communicate, but do not communicate with dad or another adult until you have walked over to your SPL, your senior patrol leader, and asked him. Later on in life, you're going to want to interview for a job. Scoutmaster conferences and boards of reviews are like interviews, and you're going to have that communication skills. What I want you to do at our next troop meeting, when you have patrol breakouts, write down the names, email, and phone number information of everybody in your patrol and communicate with them. Talk to them, text them. It's a great thing. And this is why I said so.